Hey, what's up guys? Jeremy here from RoboDK. This is the second video of the tutorial series covering the basics of RoboDK software. In the first video, I showed you a few things including the installation of the software, the navigation of the user interface, and some useful keyboard shortcuts for RoboDK. I would highly recommend you to take a look at that first. In this tutorial, we will learn the first steps to build a simple station. We will import a robot from our online library and learn to use a reference frame. Remember that everything that I'm showing you in this video is complementing our online documentation. Okay, it's time to get started. Okay, let's start by opening RoboDK. That way you will see that I'm starting this project from scratch. The first thing that I can do is to rename my station with a name that represents the work I'm doing. To do so, click on the New Station 1 at the top left of your working screen and press F2. I can now rename the station. Let's say Tutorial Station. Remember that you can use the F2 key on any object in your station tree to rename it. Now, to build a robotic cell, we actually need a robot. To import one, you can click on the blue globe in your toolbar. This will open the online library. Our online library is composed of over 300 industrial robots. Generally speaking, you should be able to find the one you are looking for. But finding your exact robot amongst 300 other robots can be tricky. To help you with that, we implemented a filter option. The filter works as you would imagine. You can narrow your research by brand name, for example, KUKA, FANUC, or ABB, by robot type, for example, 6 Degrees of Freedom or Delta Robots, by payload, by reach, or by repeatability. In this example, I want to use the new UR10E. I know that UR robots are built by Universal Robots. So I would go to Brand, go down in the drop-down menu, and select UR. The filter leaves me with only 6 robots, including the one I was looking for. UR is an easy example. They don't offer a wide variety of robots. But if we were looking for a major brand, take ABB for example, we have 88 robots of that brand available in our library. Filtering only by brand is not that helpful. Fortunately, you can stack up filters to narrow down your research. If I go back to the UR example, I know that this robot has a 10 kilograms payload. I can add the 5 to 10 kilograms filter in the payload drop-down menu, and now the library only shows me 2 options, the original UR10 and the newly released UR10E. To import it, I just need to click Download. As you can see, the robot is now part of the station. Okay, before going further, I need to address a problem that you may face. It is possible that your IT department blocks the access to RoboDK's online library. If you face that issue, or any other issues with the robot library, you can avoid it by simply using the library available on our website. Let's do that together. I will open Chrome, note that any other modern browser will do the trick, and I'll go on robodk.com and click on the library at the top of your screen. You now have access to the library. I can use the brand filter to find the UR10E, and I can click on Download to download it. Once it's done, you can simply drag and drop it on RoboDK. Now that I've shown you that, let's delete that second robot. Okay, perfect. If we take a look at the station tree, we can see that the robot was not imported alone. A reference frame was also created. This will happen with every single robot you import. Each and every one of them will have its own reference frame. For those who know a bit more about robotics, it's often referred to as the base frame. If I press the plus key a few times, you will see it appear. Just right here. You can return it to its original size by pressing the minus key a few times. In addition to the robot base frame, you can add a reference frame of your own wherever you want. Simply go in the toolbar and click the Add Reference Frame icon. A new reference frame was created in the working screen and in your station tree. In a future video, I will explain you in detail the pros of using a reference frame in your project. For the moment, I will simply say that reference frames help you place objects in the 3D space with respect to the robot or other objects. Graphically speaking, a reference frame is composed of 3 arrows: a blue one, a red one, and a green one. Those colors are not random. Each one represents one axis of the coordinate system. By convention, the red axis represents the x-axis, the green the y-axis, and the blue the z-axis. If you are fairly new to robotics and you have problems remembering that color code, you can display the axis letter by clicking Tool, Options, then go on the Display tab and click the Display XYZ Axis Letters checkbox. If I go back on the main screen, I can now see the letters at the end of the axis. I will undo that. In my case, I prefer having fewer things on my screen. As I showed you in the last video, another way to have fewer things on your screen is to hit the / key. This shortcut toggles the visibility of the text in your station. Okay, now I will press Alt and move the reference frame I just created in front of the robot. I can double click on it or on its name in the station tree to see the actual coordinates. I could have also manually entered the values here to move it around. Let me adjust it to 600 millimeters in X and 0 everywhere else. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's pretty much everything for the first part of RoboDK's basic station creation guide. I really hope it was helpful. In the next video, we will learn to import objects and create custom tools. Have a good day, guys.